helping modern women unleash their feminine power. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Feminine Dating Podcast, where we explore everything about being a confident and feminine woman in the world of dating. I'm your host, Lynette Toscano, and today we are going to be discussing the secret to doing relationships right. And we're diving into a very controversial idea that challenges the notion of equality in a relationship. So, as I was just reflecting on my own marriage, observing my clients' relationships, and just looking at society overall as a whole, it became very evident to me that equality simply does not work in a romantic relationship. But hear me out, okay? Before you start fighting with me, hear me out. And I truly feel like it's heartbreaking to see the consequences that have unfolded, a never ending power struggle between men and women. We find ourselves fighting against each other constantly. I mean, I check on my social media and I see like videos of men and women fighting against each other, right? Instead of coming together as a team, we are trying to figure out who is right, who's wrong. Our egos are at play, right? And this is the thing. When we strive for equality, we really lose the beautiful polarity, right? That is essential for a romantic relationship to thrive. If both people in a relationship take on leadership roles, right? Trying to be masculine in a relationship, it just doesn't work, right? And the same goes for both partners embracing the feminine energy. It just doesn't work, right? You can't have two masculine energy people coming together, and you can't have two feminine energy people coming together. We need that balance, right? That push and pull to create that attraction, that connection, that harmony. So what quality equality does is that it leads to a loss of this polarity. And you've seen this, right? I'm sure you've seen it. It can create confusion, right? And diminish the natural attraction and romance in a relationship. It's like having two captains on a ship without clear direction. And we're both losing this battle. We're both losing this war between sexes. So if equality isn't the answer, then what is? What's our alternative, right? And like I said, it's embracing polarity, right? This is the key to igniting attraction and maintaining that strong romantic bond. By embracing either the feminine or the masculine energy, you create a natural dynamic that really enhances that chemistry between the two of you. And I'm not saying here, hey, like if you're a woman, you must be feminine. And if you're a man, you must be masculine. No, you get to pick, right? This is the beauty of it. You get to pick which one feels more authentic to you, right? So we need to have one partner to embody the masculine energy and the other partner to embrace the feminine energy. That's how we complement each other and create this healthy dynamic, right? Not about fighting against each other, against one another. It's about really cherishing and respecting each other's unique qualities, right? So a man longs to be respected, right? A healthy masculine energy man, he longs to be respected by his woman. And a woman desires to be cherished and have her feelings validated. And when these two energies harmonize and flow together, a beautiful relationship blossoms from this. And I've seen this in my relationship. When I act like a man and expect to be treated like a lady, it does not work, right? So it's really important to recognize that each energy has its unique strengths and qualities that can enhance the relationship, right? So both partners have equal value. This is not about because he is a man and he's in his masculine energy, it means that he is more valuable in that relationship. No, we have equal value, right? But we play different roles in creating that attraction and maintaining that strong bond. This is what I do with my husband. I realized I became to I came to realize that it doesn't work when I am in my masculine trying to be, act like a man, right? I can't act like a man with him. It doesn't work. It doesn't bring him closer. I don't get what I want from him by being in this energy. It repels them. But when I realize this and I shift to my feminine energy, that's when I see the change in him. That's when I see him stepping up. That's when I see him wanting to give me more. That's when I see him really cherishing me and really validating my feelings, right? That's what a healthy masculine energy man does, right? That's his role, to take care of my feelings. And my man does that every single time. And it's just incredible, right? So self-reflection is key here. It's crucial. It's about understanding your own desires, right? Like I said in the beginning, your own desires, your own strengths and natural inclinations. It doesn't mean that because you're a woman, you have to be feminine. No, you could be more inclined into being a more masculine in your masculine energy. And that's a good thing, right? Now, what you're going to be attracting is more of a feminine energy man. Are you okay with that? Is that someone who you want to be in a relationship with? Right? So you are going to be respected for your logic, my love. And your man is going to want to be cherished. He's going to want his feelings to be validated, right? So understand yourself, figure out what role you want to play. Not just because you're a woman, you have to be the feminine energy role. You don't have to have that role. You can have the masculine energy. But you have to know that you have to pick one, right? We have to pick one. We can't have both of them. We can't be both of them. And yes, once we are in a relationship, we can negotiate these things. We can figure out what feels more natural to you. Maybe you're a better driver than he is. Maybe you enjoy driving more than he does, right? So you can take on that role. But that's later on in a relationship. In the beginning of the relationship, it's best to be, in one of the roles, right? It's best to keep one role and stick with that one for a while until you are able to negotiate what feels more natural to you. But you have to pick one of those roles. And, it has to be obviously have to be both ways. He has to feel happy and good about that, right? That you are going to be taking that role. So ask yourself, right, which energy feels more authentic to me? And be able to communicate that openly, right, with your partner about your desires and your needs. Maybe at this moment in your relationship, you want to take on more of the role of the feminine, right? And you can do that by leaning into your feminine. You are going to allow this man to step into his masculine, right? Leaning into your feminine will allow this man to step into his masculine. And this is one of the things that I feel that we need to discuss more of how our role as the feminine energy woman, if that's what you choose to be, allows a man to be more in his masculine, right? This allows a man to step up and be more in his masculine, stand in his power, right? In his masculinity. And this is what this is what my podcast is all about too, helping you lean into your feminine, so then you allow this man to uh, step up and be his masculine. So but what I see a lot of times is that this being trying to be equal, right? This equality idea, believing that equality is the ultimate goal in a relationship. We're just going to continue to see, what we're seeing right now, the consequences that we're seeing now, which is a growing number of men and women struggling to, come together, struggling to, you know, be in a relationship, right? Unable really to work as a team. We are drifting farther and farther away from what truly works. And what truly works is this balance of energy, right? I'm going to say a man, but here could be a woman, right? A man leading and a woman following, or the other way around. The woman leading and the man following, right? There's nothing wrong with that as long as you know what your role is, right? And same thing here, a man giving and a woman receiving with joy, right? It can be a woman giving and a man receiving with joy, right? So being able to create that beautiful polarity, um, there's no one being better than the other, or I have to have both. We can't have it both ways, right? And like I said earlier, you can't act like a man and expect to be treated like a lady. It just doesn't work that way, right? You have to pick one. You can't be a man to your man. You have to be that woman if that's what you choose to be, right? You get to choose to be, the energy. Choose one of those energies and you will see how your relationship is going to blossom. So these are just some of obviously of the qualities that we each bring to the table and make a relationship right. But it requires mutual effort and mutual respect on what we bring to the table. And it's not the things that you think we bring to the table, right? It's really about these two beautiful energies that come together. But before we wrap up this episode, I have some exciting news to share with you. I am doing a free masterclass at the end of this month, and I am just so excited about. But this is only available for the women who are on my email list. So if you haven't signed up yet for my newsletter, you can go ahead and do that today. I'll leave the link below. And once I know exactly the exact date, I'm going to do it this month at the end of the month. I think it's the last week of the month. Once I have the exact date and time, I'm going to be inviting the women who are already on my newsletter to join that. And so it's going to be a private link that they will be getting. So make sure that you sign up for that one. And yeah, it's going to be all about being in your feminine energy, of course, how to be the woman that you never want to lose. That's something that I always love to talk about because that's the woman I always wanted to be. And I'm going to share some tips and tricks and some strategies for you as well, and some mindset shifts that are going to help you with this. And either having a man, attracting the right man for you, um, getting this man maybe that you're already dating to step up for you, or if a man has withdrawn and has shut down, how to bring this man back into your with your feminine energy. So, my loves, that is it for today. I would love to hear your thoughts on this topic. I think it's a very important topic to discuss because I don't think we talk about this enough in the feminine energy world. We may imply it, but we never really go deep into it as to what does that really look like, right? And being able to be respectful of each other and the differences that we have and how we can come together.
Thank you so much for listening, and I wish you a beautiful day. If you want to learn more about being in your feminine energy, I have a free feminine energy guide that you can just download from my website. Just go to linintoscano.com and download it from there. See you soon.